This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJ XOXO. This reading is on girl Lala and her untimely death. But before I start, here is my disclaimer. Everything I say in this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. My readings are subject to interpretation and they should not be taken as absolute. Girl La. It says, I am at peace and watching over you with love and warmth. It's a message to her family, friends, those who love her. I am at peace. It says, pass the blunt and vibe with me. The afterlife's a trip, but I love it here. So if girl la doesn't smoke, she could be with people who smoke. I had pulled other cards, but I can't put every card in the video that I see or pull. So some of the cards I'll put back, but I get the energy that she's around a lot of people. Like she could be somebody who's lost a lot of people. So there could have been people to welcome her. She could be around a lot of family and friends in the afterlife. It says, I feel so hopeless. It's like nothing is going right. Everything feels like it's going wrong. I'm losing my mind. God, please save me. Somebody could feel like everything is going wrong. That could be girl Lala's sentiments or whomever. I guess the person's name is Shanoid or Shanoid's sentiments. Shanoid could be getting the effects of whatever he did with regards to taking girl Lala's life. That's too much for me to say. For taking Lala's life. That la is too much. No disrespect, God bless. But it's a lot. It's going to be a tongue twister and it's going to be a lot for me to say over and over again in the video. But somebody feels hopeless, and I feel like at some point in Lala's life, she felt hopeless. It says they are a big hater. They will try to block opportunities from you or spread negative rumors about you because they don't want you to win. So I feel like I really got the energy that Shanoid is a narcissist, a hater. He was jealous of Lala, jealous of Lala's success. He didn't want to see Lala grow without him. And I feel like somebody probably noticed things about Shanoid and tried to warn Lala about him. That's the energy I'm getting from that. It says, I'm torn between my career and love life. This career opportunity has always been my dream, and I don't think I want to make any more sacrifices. So I feel like Lala was headed on a new journey, like in a journey of expansion. I don't know what sign she is, but that gives me fire sign energy for some reason. Expansion, Sagittarius, or just a fire sign. Or even a earth sign, because expansion too is like success, pentacle energy. But anyway, yeah, I feel like she was outgrowing the connection and a lot of opportunities were beginning to open up for her. And I feel like Shanoid sensed it and started becoming more hateful, more angry, more jealous, doing insane things, a lot more toxic. Destiny swap, very narcissistic energy, energetic vampirism, spiritual hijacking. It says someone stole your role and now you're left in an unexpected version of your story. I feel like Lala knew that she was in a toxic situation, but I don't think she realized how dire it was. I don't think she realized the outcome until it was too late. It could have been an issue where Shanoid was trying to take opportunities. We saw the blocked opportunities, but even blocking opportunities so that they could take them for themselves. It's like somebody wanting to steal your viewers, your followers, your subscribers, basically trying to destiny swap with you. Them wanting your wealth, wanting your attention, wanting your knowledge, your skill, your creativity, wanting it for themselves. It says life has been so hard and I still didn't see anything good come out of it for me. Now I'm about to act up and break every rule. I'll make a deal with for my level up. I don't care. somebody's a fallen angel. So this could be both of them. I'm picking up both energies. Like when you start doing things online, and some of the things could be toxic, but it still generates views. It's like you're promoting negativity in some way. And even though you have a fan base, you have people that could connect with you, you have people that enjoy what you're doing. Those people could be toxic too. You could be mirroring their toxicity to them, and it's attracting them, but it's not helping them. It's almost pacifying them. It's almost making it seem like certain things are okay, certain lifestyles are okay. And listen, when I say lifestyle, I'm not even referring to the transgender thing. Like, I don't really care about anybody's lifestyle, honestly speaking. I don't really judge people for what they choose in life. But even like the domestic violence issue, you know, it's almost like glamorizing it, glorifying it, and making others believe that that's like the way to go. That's the life. Making others believe that that's normal. Normalization, normalizing toxic behavior. It says emotional and spiritual wounds. So I feel like there could have been some issues with spiritual warfare here and some emotional wounds. And even with the emotional wounds, I'm getting like childhood trauma. Somebody could have been deeply affected, deeply wounded in their childhood, and it affected them spiritually. And even with spiritual wounds, it makes me think of like people with alternative lifestyles and them not feeling accepted, especially with religion, like in Christianity, Muslims. It's like everyone's against you. You feel like it's demonic, or you feel like it's like devil or evil. People project on you to feel like this is the lifestyle that you've chosen for yourself. So I feel like there are deep wounds emotionally and spiritually. Somebody could have been a drug addict. It doesn't have to be Lala. It doesn't have to be Shanoid. It could even be a parent. I'm getting a cup energy. This is cups. So this could be a water sign. There could be a water sign in the energy. Because it makes me think of somebody doing like, it makes me think of the Method Man lyrics where somebody was mixing drugs and a combination made their eyes bleed. So somebody could have been raised by a junkie parent or something like that. A parent who could have had overdoses or stuff like that. I also get the energy of being blinded by love. I'm even getting the energy of black eyes. Like I'm seeing somebody with a black eye. Like even to the point where somebody could have had their eye busted. Like if you punch somebody in the eye and it busts open and your eye bleeds. Not your actual eyeball, but like if you have a wound under your eye, I'm seeing that. And I feel like people are like trying to pry somebody's eyes open. So I'm getting two energies. A spiritual awakening, because we see the spiritual wound. Somebody refused to go through an awakening. And I'm also getting the energy of somebody refusing to see the truth, refusing to see the light. This card is also about grief. So a lot of people are mourning the death of Lala. Sadness, loss, grief. I feel like Shanoid could feel regret. For some reason, I'm picking up the energy of somebody who was like possessed. And in narcissistic, with narcissists, they usually have a demonic entity attachment, all alleged, all alleged, all alleged. But maybe there was a possession. Like, what possessed you to do that? Something got inside of him and just took him in a wrong direction. It took him in a wrong direction. But he was a monster, all alleged, based on the cards that I'm seeing. Look at the person's face. It's like they're a monster. And I told you guys I don't read reversals, but it was in reverse. So this gives me like a toxic mom. I don't know if any of them have toxic mothers. It could be a mother figure. I'm also hearing of somebody being raised by their grandmother. Someone's raised by their grandmother. It's a mom that could be a water sign, lots of water energy, or somebody can be a fire sign, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn. Well, Aries is a fire sign, but somebody that could be bullheaded and stubborn. So the bulls are usually the Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn, but a fire sign is Aries. And the earth sign, which I got earth energy as well, is Capricorn and Taurus. So somebody could have had a very stubborn mother, maybe a mother who was on drugs. They could have been raised by their grandmother. Somebody felt neglected. I heard neglected. I'm hearing neglected, used, and abused. So somebody could have felt neglected, used, and abused by their mother. Or this could be a situation where a mother experienced these things, and because of what she experienced, I heard portal, but when I think of portal, it's like leaving the door open for their child to endure certain toxic experiences and things. I get a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, deep, deep pain, manifestation. This gives me the energy of, like, the power in the tongue. Like, watch what you say. Like, Lala could have created this ending, God bless, God forbid, over herself with some of the things that she said, some of the things that she could have done, speaking certain things over your own life. Like, even saying that somebody's gonna kill you, or I feel like somebody manifested this on themselves in some type of way. With the cat energy, the black cat, somebody could actually have a black cat, but I'm also getting the energy, that feminine energy. Yeah, a very feminine energy. Somebody could have even spoken this over Girl Lala's life. Girl Lalala, over Lala's life. Maybe even that same mother figure or a feminine energy could have manifested this on Lala by constantly saying, that man's gonna kill you, that man's gonna kill you, that man's gonna kill you. With the death card, we know the ultimate ending. God bless. This gives me the energy of somebody begging for their life. I also get the energy of begging for forgiveness. So the guy Shanoid could be repenting. He could be feeling deep regret, deep wounds. He could have gone through an awakening. But there's the energy of repentance, forgiveness. Lala could have begged for her life in her final moments. God bless. Something could, well, did it happen in the fall? Did it happen recently? The death could have taken place in the fall, but it also gives me the energy of rise and fall. Like, things started off so great and you just see the fall. I'm hearing the fall of Rome for some reason, and I don't even know what that would mean. But like, even with empires, great empires, Lala could have been building an empire or attempting to build an empire. Maybe that's what that could mean. And the empire has fallen, it's broken. Like I would pray that somebody could continue her legacy. But that's the energy I get. Also, fallen angel be seen on another card. So even with fall, it could be the season of fall where the tragedy took place, falling from grace, being a fallen angel, and also I'm getting the energy of an empire falling or crumbling. Lala was preyed upon, and I'm getting the energy of even before the actual death. It's almost like people look for, like, a narcissist and an empath. It's almost like she was preyed upon. Like, she was a target. She was a targeted victim. And I'm saying this even when it came into having a relationship with her. When I see this card, it says being preyed upon, duck hunting. So somebody could be a hunter. Hunting excursion leads to tragedy. Isn't that so sad and crazy? Wildlife hunter, fishing. So somebody could really be into hunting and wildlife, but I get the energy of somebody preying on somebody to the extent of, this person seems like a really nice person. They're going to spend a lot of money on me. Like an opportunist. Strong earth sign, especially Capricorn and Taurus energy. Opportunist, seeking opportunity, seeking popularity, validation, attention, wealth. Seeing what they could gain out of somebody. Lala was prey. Is the energy I'm getting up. And Lala ultimately became a different type of prey as the relationship progressed. So it's almost like, I feel like they were going to break up or something. Lala could have tried to break up with the person. So it's like Lala's been preyed upon from the beginning of the relationship from an opportunistic perspective. I'm hearing like, you never loved me. You never really loved me. You never cared about me. So from an opportunistic perspective, Lala was preyed upon. And then towards the end, when Lala wanted to go in her own direction, create new opportunities, accept new opportunities for her life, it was a situation where Shanoid probably felt like, well, if I can't have you, no one else can. And you are not going to have these opportunities without me being attached to you. We know about the abusive relationship, DV. It could have been very, all of the above. These men could have even experienced these things in childhood. I feel like we heard about the toxic mom situation. I don't know if any of them actually have a toxic mom or toxic mother figure or even a male figure in their feminine energy. And we know even with Lala, that's a male figure who was in their feminine. So we see the physical abuse, we see the SA, we see the child abuse, verbal abuse. So people were getting abused in every single way possible, and these are things that they've experienced. I mean, they are kids, like they're still in their 20s. So to me, that's like a child, even though they are adults, that's still a child. From my perspective, you're still super young, you have your whole life ahead of you. But even from childhood, as early as 5, 4 years old, these are two, I wanted to say two men, but with respect, this is a man and feminine energy who probably endured a lot of toxicity in their childhood. And that's even what probably attracted them to each other, that whole trauma bonding situation. They probably had gone through similar things in life. That's like the moth to the flame, right? That's what I'm hearing. That's the way love goes. A moth to a flame burnt by the fire. My love is blind, can't you see my desire? That's the way love goes. It says you are dead to me. Somebody is very powerful with their words, and this is why you have to be mindful of the things that you say. So it also gives me that manifestation energy of people bringing energy onto them. The things you do, the things you say, you're bringing that energy onto you. You're welcoming that energy into your life. You're opening portals, opening doors, opening yourself up to toxic energy entering your life. It says it's over. So I feel like they could have broken up prior to the pow pow. God bless. If it was a pow pow, I don't exactly know. I feel like I heard somebody say that somebody opened up a Tesla door and pow pow. So prior to that, it could have been a breakup. I don't think, what does it say? I don't think about you at all. I can't take this hurt anymore. End of a toxic friendship or relationship. This friendship relationship is over for good. So I feel like there was some type of breakup. Maybe this was in the news and you guys know about it already, but the cards are just showing us that it could have been a breakup. And it's like, if I can't have you, no one else can. You ain't going nowhere without me, is the energy I'm getting. I'll put that one in the middle. And it says fake friends. Friends that are really enemies talk about you behind your back. So I feel like this is something that Shanoid was. This is very narcissistic behavior. And like I said, I don't like to use that term lightly. We all have narcissistic traits, but a true, actual narcissist be on demon time all the time. They are like, they have an entity attachment. They're just not regular people. They don't want good for you. They don't want the best for you. They come in ready to use, abuse you physically, emotionally, psychologically. They're not good people at all. It says plotting to hurt you. So he probably knew what he was going to do, obviously. Like, why do you even have a gun? So unless you're in an open carry type of state, I don't know. But I feel like this was premeditated. It wasn't one of those Saturday afternoon type of things, we chilling and we get into an argument and a gun goes off. No, I feel like this was very calculated, allegedly, very strategic. Let me go home, think about this. This is what I'm going to do type of energy. It says, tell people your business doesn't truly like you. An enemy in disguise. I feel like Girl Lala, I don't know if she, Girl Lalala. So Lala could have been doing travel vlogs. I feel like a travel vlogger could have been attracted to her in some type of way. This could have been her future. These were future goals, future plans in this empire that she was building and creating. It says, always on the move and full of surprises. His next stop, who knows, but it's not here. So I feel like Girl Lala was always on the go, always making moves, like having a whole future ahead of you. Let's see what this one says. It says the lawyer, persuasive and sharp. This gives air sign energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Somebody who's very intellectual, very smart. It says why you should take out the trash. Very manipulative also. Very controlling. He'll argue his way into your heart and out of taking out the trash. Very lazy. My way or the highway. Somebody could have been 27 years old or something significant around February 7th. May 5th. Is that May? May 5th. It says the lumberjack, masculine and outdoorsy. He'll chop wood but may not break the ice. So somebody could have been very cold, air sign energy, cold and detached. Somebody could come from an emotionally unavailable family where they're just cold, they're not sensitive people, they're not, what is the word, affectionate people. They could come from a family that does not show affection. They are not soft, loving, nurturing. They are very cold. They could be very smart, very communicative, but not communicative in a sense of like, let me listen to your issues. It's like, you're going to listen to me, but they're not listening to you. They don't care what you have to say. Just as long as they get their point across, that's all that matters. And there's no affection. There's no warmth. Somebody grew up in a very cold home. It says you deserve flowers, not confusion. I feel like the guy could have even been cheap. I heard lazy lover, so even lazy from the perspective of you're not even going to try to show the person the love that they deserve. And I feel like there could have been a lot of flowers at the funeral. It says if love feels like a riddle wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in an anxiety attack, it ain't love. You deserve clarity, not chaos. Get you someone who buys bouquets, not excuses. So Shanoy could have been cheap, didn't buy gifts, was not affectionate, was not raised to be affectionate, is the energy I'm picking up. I also get the energy of you deserve clarity, not chaos wrapped in. I also get the energy of a lot of the times your nervous system, your body tells you that you're not in a safe environment. So Lala could have been somebody who had panic attacks or anxiety attacks because they were in a unsafe environment being with this person, and her body could have been warning her that she was not safe. But a lot of the times when you're not familiar with those warning signs, you ignore them, you overlook them. I don't know if she's a TikTok star. I'm on YouTube. I don't even have TikTok. I don't go on TikTok. I don't know what goes on TikTok, but there could have been some contractual deadlines. Lala could have been a procrastinator, but she could have also been super busy. So was she a TikTok star? Maybe she wasn't good with keeping track of time and meeting deadlines. And I feel like the guy, Shanoy, probably felt like she was too much. And I feel like even some of her fans, maybe people appreciated and some didn't. Some complained about it, but some loved it. The fact that she was doing too much. Like people felt like she was doing way too much. She was excessive. She was overindulgent. And I'm also picking up the energy of this being Shanoy too. Like Shanoy was excessive, overindulgent, and doing too much. Somebody could have like a drug issue. Somebody could use drugs. Maybe somebody even had an eating disorder. They ate a lot. And I feel like Lala had a lot of opportunities. She could have even had a lucky break at some point. A lot of good fortune was coming into her life. Good things were happening, coming, and she was about to hit a turning point had she not hit that turning point already. And I feel like Shanoy probably either sensed it or just knew about it before everyone else did, even Lala, and he panics. He went into panic mode, like, you're not going to experience this life without me. We saw this in, I think, the Candy and Todd reading with the blah, blah, blah. Somebody's not trying to hear it. Here goes, it's too much. Somebody's too much, too much, too much. Overstimulation, panic. Somebody could have panic disorder. Somebody had a mental overload. And I feel like a lot of people were complaining. People probably could have even been complaining about Shanoy. And it's like when you love somebody, you're really not trying to hear what other people have to say about somebody. And it just reached a point where Lala it was just too much. It was just too much. Like, I'm not trying to hear all that. It says still not over it. It says regret, looping thoughts, lingering feelings. So this even gives me the energy of if Lala tried to break up with Shanoy, I feel like Shanoy has regrets. Like, I feel like now it's starting to settle in that he messed up really bad. Really bad. He probably hugs his pillow at night to comfort himself, because I also feel like he's somebody that never received comfort and love growing up. So he has to hug a pillow because that's the closest he's ever going to get from affection. And I feel like Lala could have been a very affectionate person. But a lot of the times with narcissists, they don't appreciate the affection and they take it for granted until it's too late. but they have lingering feelings. So I feel like this guy, Shanoid, is in deep regret. And it says pretending to like people, masking, people pleasing, exhaustion. And I get this for both of them. For both of them. This reading is getting long, so let me hurry up. Somebody could be wise. Somebody could like Star Wars. But somebody could be wise beyond their years is what I'm hearing. Or somebody could have had wise counsel in their corner. And even with it, me putting on this card, somebody was giving them wisdom, kicking game. And they just weren't trying to hear it. And we know Lala was into makeup. Slay, beat. The guy was controlling. He was being very controlling, very manipulative. Somebody could be a gamer, a streamer, but even this is about manipulation. It's a control. So somebody was very controlling, very manipulative. They wanted to orchestrate is the word I'm hearing. Like control every movement, every action, decide what's next for the couple. Somebody could be into basketball or sports. I'm also getting the energy of somebody shooting their shot. Like Lala could have had a new prospect, somebody else that was interested in her. This gives me pool party energy. Somebody could like to hang out by the pool or just even be in tropical environments. And the letter R could be significant. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I am praying for Lala's family, friends, and everyone who loves her and misses her. You guys, domestic violence is real. It's not something to overlook. It's something to take very seriously. You could lose your life. God bless everyone who is in a violent situation. Please get help if necessary. God bless everyone. Thanks for watching and listening. Happy healing.